Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. I'm kind of going into a little bit of a desperation downward spiral with my art projects. I mean, I've been calling it a melt up. The truth is that I'm also melting downward. I've been having a lot of difficulty with networking here in the Phoenix area to the point that I'm literally making mistakes with networking with people. And I'm not sure if this is a good or a bad thing. I'm starting to think maybe God has other plans for me. So I'm starting to not get too upset about that. So, for example, I had a difficult time with trying to network with this girl at a meetup group. Now, to her credit, I got to give her credit for this. She stopped talking to me, but she didn't turn the whole group against me. In the past, that has been a big problem of mine. At least that didn't happen. But I became embarrassed and I stopped going to that group. And instead, today I went to a Lego event, as you guys saw in one of my videos. And I talked to a girl there who had moved from New York, and I decided I needed to impress her, and thus my latest project, right? And maybe it is God's will because I had just enough Legos to do this. I finished the building 7, and that was literally the last red piece that I had. And then I became really exhausted, and now I can actually go to sleep. It's 1 a.m. here in Phoenix, and so I'm starting to think maybe God has other plans for me. So maybe the fact that the situation with the girl didn't go right at the other club is not the end of the world. And you know what? Had I met the right girl years ago, there are a lot of things that I would never have touched, right? Certainly wouldn't have competed in the Computer Olympiad. Certainly wouldn't have this beautiful Lego project that I'm working on. All that bismuth art, all those trips to Taiwan to go to the Computer Olympiad conference, and never would have had the pandemic to myself to explore. Right, I spent 4 months living in Wallace, Idaho. Certainly wouldn't have uh, all those stargazing events. Right, I don't think I would trade that for anything. I really wouldn't. So maybe it is God's will, just like how the situation today turned out. Right? Had the situation with the girl at the other meetup had gone well, that would the events of today, right, wouldn't have. All right, continue to pray for my art career, whether it be good or bad, because I'm starting to think maybe all these bad things are happening for good reasons, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.